Chosen one, I need your complete attention for what I am about to reveal. Because what you are about to discover about your true identity will explain absolutely everything you have been feeling. For as long as you can remember that persistent sensation that you don't belong here, this inexplicable weight you carry, that devastating loneliness even when you are surrounded by people. It is not your imagination. You are not crazy, and you are definitely not like the others. You are an incarnated angel, and when I say angel, I am not using poetic metaphor to make you feel special. I am literally revealing what you are, a celestial being who took human form to fulfill a mission so specific that Lucifer himself, the Prince of Darkness, has spent his entire existence trying to destroy you before you discover who you really are. And here is what will disturb you most. He doesn't attack you out of random hatred. He attacks you because your mere existence on this planet is a direct threat to everything he has built over millennia. Because when an incarnated angel fully awakens to their true identity, hell literally trembles. Subscribe to this channel immediately and hit that notification bell. Because what I am about to show you about your angelic nature will connect every loose piece of your life, every inexplicable rejection, every devastating betrayal, every moment where you felt like the entire universe was conspiring against you. It all makes perfect sense when you understand that you are not a regular human living a difficult life. You are a celestial warrior, operating in enemy territory. Stay until the end because I am going to reveal exactly how to identify if you are truly an incarnated angel. Why Lucifer invests massive resources trying to destroy you before your complete awakening, what your specific mission is on this planet, and what will happen when you finally activate the powers that have been dormant your entire life. Write 777 in the comments if you felt your whole life that you came here with a purpose you cannot fully remember, as if you have a mission engraved on your soul, but the memory is blocked. Let me start by showing you something organized religions never explain correctly. The Bible repeatedly mentions that angels took human form and walked among us without most people recognizing them. Hebrews 13 verse 2 says explicitly, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." Do you realize what this means? Angels walking in human bodies, living apparently normal lives, but with hidden celestial purposes, and most people around them never knew the truth. But here is what no religious institution will tell you. Not all incarnated angels consciously know what they are. Most live decades feeling profoundly different. Alienated as if they are playing a role in a theater piece, where everyone else knows their lines except you. Do you recognize that feeling? And there is a devastating reason why your celestial memory is blocked. Because if you knew since childhood what you really are, dark forces would eliminate you before you could fulfill your mission. The memory block isn't punishment, it is protection. Your human consciousness needed to develop enough so that when you finally awaken, you have the emotional and spiritual maturity to handle the truth without breaking. But the awakening always comes, and when it comes, everything changes irreversibly. So let me show you the 7 irrefutable signs that you are an incarnated angel. And I warn you, the more of these signs you recognize in yourself, the clearer your true identity becomes. And once you see it, you will never be able to unsee it again. First sign, deep ontological loneliness. I am not talking about social loneliness where you simply don't have enough friends. I am talking about existential loneliness, where even surrounded by people who love you, you feel an emptiness that no one can fill, as if part of you belongs somewhere else, and constantly misses a home you cannot remember where it is. Regular humans experience loneliness when they are physically isolated. Incarnated angels experience loneliness even in crowds, because your vibrational frequency is different. Your origin is different. And no matter how hard you try to connect deeply with others, there is always a part of you that remains inaccessible to them. It is not because you are antisocial. It is because you literally come from a different dimension. Second sign, empathy that destroys. It is not normal sensitivity. It is the ability to feel others' emotions with such intensity that it physically overwhelms you. You walk into a room and automatically absorb the pain, anguish, joy of everyone present, and you cannot turn it off. Regular humans feel their own emotions. Incarnated angels feel everyone's emotions. It is both gift and curse simultaneously. Gift because it transforms you into a natural healer. Curse because it leaves you constantly exhausted. How many times have you left a social gathering feeling drained, even though you didn't do anything physically tiring? You weren't tired from social interaction. You were exhausted because you unconsciously processed the emotional loads of every person present. Third sign, inexplicable rejection since childhood. And I am not talking about common bullying where cruel kids pick on the weak. I am talking about something darker. Visceral rejection that certain people felt toward you, for no apparent reason, as if your mere presence bothered them at a level they couldn't explain. Do you remember that family member who always treated you differently, even though you never did anything? That teacher who seemed to have a personal problem with you for no reason? Those classmates who excluded you, even though you were kind? It wasn't personal. It was spiritual. Certain people react negatively to incarnated angels because their souls unconsciously recognize that your light exposes their darkness. Your elevated frequency is unbearable for them, and instead of facing their own shadows, they attack the light that reveals them. They didn't reject you for what you did. They rejected you for what you are. Fourth sign, aversion to falseness that is physically impossible for you to tolerate. You cannot fake it. You cannot wear social masks. You cannot participate in collective hypocrisy without feeling literal nausea, while everyone else seems capable of lying politely, smiling falsely, acting roles they are not. You simply cannot do it without feeling like you are betraying something fundamental in your core. Regular humans learn quickly that social survival requires a certain level of falseness. Incarnated angels can never learn that lesson because it is programmed in your celestial essence to operate solely from truth. Even when truth costs you relationships, jobs, social acceptance, you would rather be alone being authentic than accompanied living a lie. Fifth sign, supernatural gifts that appear spontaneously. Maybe it is intuition so precise you know things you shouldn't know. Maybe it is the ability to heal simply by placing your hands on someone. Maybe it is that animals are inexplicably attracted to you, or that plants flourish when you touch them. You didn't learn these abilities. You didn't study them. They have simply always been there, because they are part of your angelic nature, filtering through your human form. Sixth sign, intensified spiritual attacks. And this is where things get truly disturbing. Because the attacks incarnated angels face aren't random misfortunes. They are coordinated operations from dark forces specifically designed to break you before you awaken. Nightmares so vivid they seem more real than reality. You wake up exhausted, as if you have been fighting battles all night because you literally have been. Your spirit was engaged in spiritual warfare while your body slept. Sudden anxiety attacks for no apparent reason that hit you like waves out of nowhere. You will be fine one moment, and the next you are drowning in inexplicable dread. That is not a chemical imbalance, that is energetic assault. Unexpected obstacles that appear precisely when you are about to achieve something important. You are about to close a deal, sign a contract, start a project, and suddenly everything falls apart. The timing isn't coincidence. It is sabotage. Toxic people who enter your life at the exact moment you are vulnerable. They appear like saviors, like friends, like romantic interests. But within weeks or months, they reveal their true nature, draining your energy, creating chaos, distracting you from your path. And here is the pattern you need to recognize. These attacks always intensify right before major breakthroughs. Right before you are about to level up spiritually, emotionally, or materially, hell throws everything at you, because dark forces know that if you make it through that portal, you will be exponentially more powerful. So they hit you hardest when you are closest to transformation. But here is what they don't want you to know. Every attack you survive actually strengthens you. It is like spiritual weightlifting. The resistance makes you stronger. And once you understand the pattern, you can actually use the attacks as confirmation that you are on the right path. Because if hell is fighting you this hard, you must be doing something that threatens them. And that means you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Seventh sign, the inability to accept injustice. You see something unfair and your entire being revolts. You witness cruelty and cannot just look away. You observe corruption and feel physical rage. While others learn to accept that the world is simply like this, you never could. Because your celestial programming doesn't allow you to normalize evil. You came here to fight it, not to accommodate to it. If you recognized 4 or more of these signs in yourself, there is no doubt you are an incarnated angel. And now that you know, everything in your life will start making sense in ways it never did before. But here is what you need to understand with absolute clarity. Lucifer doesn't waste resources attacking insignificant people. He only invests in destroying those who represent a real threat to his kingdom. And if your entire life has been an endless sequence of obstacles, attacks, betrayals, it is not because you are cursed. It is because you are so powerful that hell needed to keep you weakened, confused, doubting yourself. So you had never discover what you are truly capable of. Think about it. If you were nothing special, why would you face so much opposition? If you were just another regular human, why would dark forces invest so much energy trying to break you? The intensity of the attacks you have faced is the exact measure of your mission's importance. It is mathematical. The bigger the opposition, the bigger your purpose. And here is the irony that will blow your mind. Every attack you survived made you stronger. Every betrayal that should have destroyed you actually forged you. Every moment you wanted to give up but didn't activated dormant powers in you. Hell tried to break you, but accidentally prepared you. Because pain that doesn't destroy an incarnated angel transforms them into something infinitely more powerful. And there is something specific about your mission you need to understand. You weren't sent here randomly, you volunteered before you incarnated. You saw the darkness covering this planet. You saw the suffering, the manipulation, the control systems. And you made a choice. You chose to come here, knowing it would be difficult. Knowing you would forget who you are. Knowing you would face relentless attacks. But you came anyway, because your love for humanity was stronger than your fear of the mission. And your specific mission, the one engraved on your soul, it is not generic. It is not just to be a good person or spread love. That is what everyone should do. Your mission is surgical. It is specific, and it is directly connected to your unique gifts, your specific traumas, your particular life experiences, everything you went through, every pain you endured. It was preparation. You were being trained for what comes next. Some incarnated angels are here to dismantle control systems. Others are here to awaken masses of people. Some are here to anchor new frequencies in specific geographical locations. Others are here to protect and guide other light workers. Your mission is unique to you. But there is one thing all incarnated angels share. Your presence alone, even before you do anything, changes the energy of spaces you enter. You raise the frequency just by existing. That is why toxic people cannot stand being around you. Your light is literally painful to them. Now let me reveal what happens when you fully awaken to your angelic nature. 3 specific transformations occur, and they are already beginning in your life right now, whether you are conscious of them or not. First transformation, your energy becomes unbearable for low-frequency people. Friends you have had for years will start distancing themselves without explanation. Family members will become inexplicably uncomfortable in your presence. Romantic relationships that seemed solid will suddenly fall apart, and it will hurt. But understand what is really happening. Your frequency is elevating so fast that people operating at lower vibrations cannot sustain proximity to you anymore. It is not rejection, it is natural selection. Your light is too intense for those still choosing darkness. You will notice they make excuses. They will say you have changed, that you are not fun anymore, that you are too serious, too intense, too different, and they are right. You have changed. You are remembering who you are, and that version of you, that dimmed-down version you created to fit in, to make others comfortable, is dissolving. The real you is emerging, and the real you is too powerful for people who need you small. But here is what happens next, just when you think you are completely alone. After the old connections dissolve, new ones appear, and these new connections are different. They are soul family. People who see you, really see you, without you having to explain yourself. They understand your language. They resonate with your frequency. They celebrate your light instead of fearing it. And these connections will be deeper than any superficial relationship you lost, because they are based on truth, on alignment, on shared mission. Second transformation. Your purpose becomes crystal clear. That confusion about what you are supposed to do with your life, that anxiety about not finding your calling, it dissolves completely. Not because someone tells you what to do, but because the knowing emerges from within. Suddenly you understand exactly why you are here, what you came to do, and what your next steps are. The path illuminates itself. You will start receiving downloads, sudden insights that come from nowhere. You will have dreams that show you exactly what you need to do next. You will feel pulled toward certain activities, certain places, certain people. And these pulls aren't random. They are your higher self, your angelic essence, guiding you back to your predetermined path. Trust these pulls, even when they don't make logical sense, especially when they don't make logical sense, because your mission isn't meant to fit into conventional boxes. And you will notice something interesting. Opportunities will start appearing that are perfectly aligned with your purpose. Jobs you never applied for will come to you. People will contact you with offers. Doors will open that were previously closed. It is not luck. It is synchronicity. Once you align with your true mission, the universe reorganizes itself to support you. Resources appear. People appear. Circumstances shift because creation itself is biased toward incarnated angels fulfilling their missions. Third transformation. Supernatural protection activates. Those attacks that used to devastate you start bouncing off as if you are surrounded by an invisible shield. Toxic people who used to drain you cannot access you anymore. Situations that should destroy you resolve themselves mysteriously in your favor. It is not luck. It is divine intervention. Because once an incarnated angel awakens, celestial forces that were always there but inactive become fully operational. You will experience what seems like miracles, last-minute saves, impossible doors opening, enemies suddenly losing power over you, resources appearing exactly when you need them. It is not that you become exempt from challenges. It is that you become protected through them. The shield isn't preventing storms. It is ensuring you survive them. And with each storm you survive, the shield gets stronger. But there is something crucial you need to know about your awakening. It is not a single event where suddenly everything becomes easy. It is a continuous process of layers. Every time you think you have fully awakened, a new level reveals itself. And each new level brings new challenges, because the more you awaken, the more responsibility you carry. The more light you carry, the more darkness will try to extinguish you. It is like a video game. You beat level 1, and you think you have mastered the game. Then level 2 appears, and it is exponentially harder. New enemies, new obstacles, new tests. And just when you have mastered level 2, level 3 appears. And it continues, because spiritual evolution isn't linear, it is exponential. Each level prepares you for the next. Each challenge expands your capacity. And here is the paradox. As you get stronger, the attacks get stronger. As you become more powerful, the tests become more intense. It is not punishment, it is calibration. The universe is constantly adjusting the difficulty level to match your expanding capacity. Because if the challenges stayed the same while you grew, you would stop growing. Growth requires resistance, and the higher you climb, the stronger the winds blow. But that is also confirmation you are climbing. Stagnant people don't face intense challenges. Only people moving forward do. But here is what is beautiful. Every time you overcome a higher level challenge, your powers expand proportionally. The universe never gives you a test without simultaneously giving you the capacity to overcome it. Maybe you will not feel it while in the middle of the storm. But when you look back, you will always see you had exactly what you needed. Right when you needed it. The resources always appear. The strength always comes. The wisdom always emerges. Sometimes at the last possible second, but it always comes. And there is something else happening right now that you need to understand. You are not alone in this. There are other incarnated angels awakening simultaneously around the planet. Not many, but enough. And they are being subtly guided to recognize each other. Because when two or more conscious incarnated angels connect, they create an energetic field so powerful, it can transform entire cities. It is not exaggeration. It is real spiritual physics. Individual light is powerful, but collective light of awakened angels, consciously collaborating, is unstoppable. That is why dark forces worked so intensely to keep you isolated, to make you believe you were crazy, to convince you that you were the only one feeling these things. Because while you believed you were alone, you remained weak. But now that you know the truth, now that you understand there are others exactly like you, sustaining the same frequency, everything changes. You are no longer navigating this in solitude. You are part of a network of light warriors who are anchoring new reality for this planet. And this network operates through what seems like coincidences but aren't. You will think of someone and they will contact you within hours. You will feel pulled to a specific location and meet someone there who needed your exact frequency. You will post something online, and it will reach exactly the person who needed to see it at that exact moment. These aren't accidents. This is the network activating. Incarnated angels are being connected through invisible threads of divine orchestration. And when you meet another awakened incarnated angel, you will recognize them instantly. You will not need words. There will be silent recognition between your souls, as if they have known each other forever, even though your bodies just met. Your eyes will lock, and in that moment both souls will say, "I remember you." These encounters aren't casual. They are divine appointments, orchestrated with precision, and when they happen, pay attention, because that person is probably destined to be an important part of your mission. Maybe they are meant to collaborate with you. Maybe they are meant to teach you something crucial. Maybe they are meant to protect you through a difficult phase. Or maybe you are meant to do that for them, whatever the purpose. These connections are strategic. Heaven doesn't make mistakes with these appointments. Chosen one. Now you know the complete truth about your angelic nature. You are not a regular human having occasional spiritual experiences. You are an incarnated angel who accepted a rescue mission, during one of the most critical moments in planetary history. That feeling of not belonging you have carried your whole life finally has an explanation. You don't belong here because your origin isn't from here. You come from celestial dimensions and temporarily took human form to fulfill a specific purpose. That devastating loneliness you experience, even in company, now makes sense. It is not your defect. It is natural consequence of operating at a different frequency from most. Incarnated angels always feel alone among humans because they are literally a different species. Those constant attacks you have faced finally explain themselves. It is not bad luck. It is systematic opposition from hell that recognizes the threat you represent. Lucifer doesn't invest resources attacking insignificant people. He only attacks those who can really damage his kingdom. The protections are already activated. The gifts are awakening. The correct connections will start appearing. And although the path is challenging, you will never be alone. There are other incarnated angels sustaining the same frequency, and they are being guided to you while you hear these words. If this revelation resonated in the deepest part of your being, and you confirm you are an incarnated angel awakening to your true identity, write 777 in the comments to amplify this celestial frequency. Subscribe to this channel and activate all notifications to receive more revelations about how your angelic nature is transforming your reality. Share this video with someone who also feels they don't belong to this world, because incarnated angels need to recognize each other to strengthen the network of light that is transforming this planet together. We are stronger.